right, hello, and welcome to the 6th judging rounds for Torgo's Next Top Model Cycle 1. As a reminder, one of you will be going home, and the final 3 will move on to the finale fashion show, where we will crown the first Torgo's Next Top Model. Joining me as judge is Mag the Cannon, co-owner of the FC and Werewolf. This week's photo shoot was to the moon to celebrate Endwalker coming up. Also, there was no challenge issued for this week, so no one will be safe from elimination. Right. Start with Riley.
For a photo about going to the moon, I find this very bright and cheerful, yet I still see the theme. He's a bit stiff, which this late in the competition, I think he just doesn't know himself enough to really get past that, it looks like.
Riley has done some amazing photo work. Riley tells a story in their pictures all the time. And while I know where this is, which this is on the first, so it is like a new world, and he's a little spaceman going in his little space mobile to the moon or to this other world. I think Riley definitely hits the theme. I would agree, though, that even though he is creating negative space between Riley themselves and the space shuttle, there's still just needs a little bit more, in my opinion.
He's definitely not pushing through.
I have to push through that. Okay. Next up is Jade. This one I'm gonna kind of zoom in on. Now, something I really love about this is that Jade got all these crazy colors, and I do not know how they got these colors.
She is definitely doing a great job working her aether in this shot, and even though her face is covered, you can still tell that she's modeling through the face covering. So I think it's not Jade's best shot, but it's definitely another solid shoot for Jade.
I disagree with you on that one point. I do think this is one of Jade's better shots. I think they have I think the photo is amazing. I think the pose is amazing. I think I will agree to that point of the face covering, but you really do have to make sure. I mean, that's a huge risk. Covering your face because models, you have to show off the clothes, but it's like no one's gonna care who's wearing the clothes because they can't tell. But great use of your aether. It's not something we often talk about because it's a little taboo. Aether manipulation is it's something we used to do in the modeling world many astral and umbral eras ago, but you see less and less of it with the newer models. So it was refreshing. It was almost like a throwback without being boring and dull and overdone.
Back in those days, the black mages took over the modeling world, and sets were just getting burned down. People were sick of it, so using Aether kind of became taboo at that point.
But beautiful photos.
Oh, definitely. The lighting was amazing.
Okay. Next up, we have Eno. Now, I would just like to point out one thing: that is not the moon. So I mean, I guess they're standing on the moon. That's what that rocky area is supposed to be. But there is the paladin, who's the Endwalker, channeling the paladin without being too over the top. I do like that.
Yeah, it's Eno's definitely been showing some improvement week over week. The only criticism I have for this photo is the head's tilted a little too far back, so you see up the nose a little bit. You got to be careful of that when modeling, because you want to lengthen the neck, but you don't want to look up the nose as
Well,
well.
Eno does have that neck length. I see that. I mean, it's a little squished because of the arm up front, but I can tell that Eno is really reaching with their face, finding that light and being right into it. But I do agree. There's a little bit too much nostril for me. All right, finally, our last contestant up here is Boyer. Now, let me just say really quick why I chose this one. Boyer had some really interesting shots. One of them seemed too profile pic for me, because it was like, look at me, I'm a red mage. And it's like, yeah, we know you're a red mage, but like, what are you doing with it? You know what I mean? So that one I did not choose. This one I really liked because even though there's no moon in it, to the moon, the space theme carries throughout. I love the light hitting Boyer's face here. I love the deep reflective um, expression on Boyer's face. It's not too cutesy. It's not falling into that Lalafell trap, but at the same time, it's soft.
I definitely agree. The other week I said I was worried about Boyer going into the late stages of the competition, but here's Boyer taking it to the next level. They took the theme of To the Moon and they, put a twist on it, telling their own unique story, about the solitude and peace that you can experience in space as opposed to it being an adventure. This is more like the end of the adventure and kind of thinking about the journey that they took to get to the moon. And, I don't know how Boyer does it.
I don't either. And the end of the journey, end Walker. Yeah. All right. We will now deliberate and get back. All right, and we're back. Um, Deliberation took a little bit longer than normal today. This was a very tough decision. Um, the first person who is safe from elimination is Eno. Good job. The next person who is safe from elimination is Jade. And if we had the drama sting, we would do this now. Between Riley and Boyer, if I do not call your name, you must pack your bags immediately and leave the premises. The final name I'm going to call is also the winner of, or no, not the winner of Best Picture. This is, Boyer is the person who made it. So goodbye, Riley. Peace out. the winner of the best photo this week was the tightest argument I think we've had. Mag and I actually engaged in fisticuffs. We had to be restrained, take a few hours apart, come back fresh.
We did end up in the dueling circle a few times.
We were in the dueling circle at least 4 times. But the best photo this week is Jade. So congrats. And the next time we make a video here, it will be the finale fashion show judging. So please tune in for that next time. Peace.